Oh man, it really ain't safe out here. Everywhere you look, you gotta be like, okay, is capitalism gonna kick my ass today, or am I gonna be a victim of American greed today? Let's tune in, shall we?
Especially on a new construction home.
What does everyone think? It's a brand new house, it's not going to have any problems. Well, let me show you all the problems that I find.
Damn, on a new crib? Yeah, you got me effed up. I'm pretty sure there's no refunds though, huh? I never bought a house, and I don't really honestly want to, bro. It kind of seems like kind of a scam, to be honest. If I'm gonna be real, like, the shit kind of seems like a scam, bro. Like, especially where I'm at in Colorado. Yeah, I don't think buying a house here would make any fucking sense.
That's nice.
Kitchen
Storm.
island, literally not secured to the floor.
No insulation on the attic access ladder. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, this is just your reminder. Don't trust builders in America. Just don't do it. And new construction homes are garbage. Are garbage.
Yeah.
Please don't think that you're buying not a problem, because that's what we thought we were doing. We're just, we won't have problems for 10, 15, 20 years. Yeah, no, we've had problems since day one.
This is actually kind of wild, man. Them motherfuckers, bro, is just on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. Like, for real, man. Like, it's that's crazy.
Fire team, when they had the numbers to protect Survivor, to protect me from this, they throw me in like a sacrificial lamb.
Bro, look at that cheap ass shit. That's cheap as fuck, man. Profit, 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 America. Profit, 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 profit. You know what? I'm about to take a time machine. We about to go back to the Gilded Age, guys, and be spectacular mansions, and you know, when they actually used to fucking take their time and, like, you know, act like it was like their whole life's work, instead of just plopping some cookie cutter Squidward Tentacle Acres homes right next to each other. No fucking yard. Your house is literally this far apart from your neighbor, damn near in a damn apartment, and you're gonna charge, you know, $600,000-$700,000 for this piece of crap.
Here's a new home. Let's take a look.
Looks good on the outside, right? Oh, shit.
There's the door to the garage. Look at the little step they put in. Mortar's cracked. A little loose.
Nice.
This is the second floor window. Look at all the water sitting in the frame.
Nice.
And you can see there's drywall damage here.
Nice.
Let's check with the moisture meter. And it's wet.
So, about a year and a half ago, I bought a brand new house. It's like a dream home for me, you know? And little did I know how it would ruin my life. This is not normally how I look or sound.
Well, then, how about you get yourself together before you get yourself on camera? Okay? Because really what it is just an attention grab. Women use the tears and, you know, as manipulation. So just, you should have even addressed that. You should have just kept going, and I had to stop you there to catch your ass. Nice try, asshole.
I have been poisoned by my house. My story is so crazy. Everything I've experienced with this new build. My house has mold in it.
Well, then sue the builders.
I'm so sick here. I'm stuck in this house.
If what you're saying is true, I mean, there's gotta be something you can do. Shit. And that seems like you got a nice settlement. If everything lines up, seems like you got a bag coming your way, right?
I have almost a 9% interest rate, and $3,000 of my mortgage goes to interest every month.
This is why you should never buy a new construction
And
home.
that is exactly why I just like owning a home and shit, and then like the interest and the mortgage and the principal and the fucking 15, 30 years, and then you're really paying like fucking 3 times the fucking price of the actual home once it's all said and done. Like, you know what I'm saying, man? Like, it, you know, it's really only a good deal if, you know, you got, you know, a massive down payment, which most people don't. So, yeah, and this chick looks like she's about 16 years old, so I'm curious to see what she has to say.
I just got new showers because the old ones... See, these are brand new showers. This downstairs and upstairs because the old one was causing mold right there, which I'll insert pictures. Floors coming up. Now I have a leak because I turned the upstairs shower on and there's water everywhere.
It's 2025. There ain't gonna be nothing wrong with new construction. All right. Let's take a look. What is this? We got power. It just don't work.
Yeah, no bueno.
Master.
No bueno.
You'll see all these $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 houses. Hell, here's one. There's one. All right. I want to show you what these sumbitches are made out of. You see that? Better.
I see it.
Okay. There's this. Ain't shit to it. I want y'all's goddamn homes built out of cardboard. 200 G's. 200 G's.
I feel like this doesn't get spoken about enough, but it's new construction homes, okay? They are trash, bro, and these builders consistently keep building them just to be trash. They know what they're doing. They know there's all these faults. They know they're going to be screwing the home buyers, but they get away with it. And then when there's the inspector...
The question is how do they get away with it? If someone can enlighten me down in the comments, that'd be great. Storm, if you don't, get your ass over here and lay down. Stay where I can see you, dog. Lay down. Lay down.
That get hired to come through to do the job. They do their job correctly and good. They're like, hey, you can't sell this house until this stuff gets passed. Well, then they get that person. They get rid of them. Now they're like, they've got their own like in-house inspectors that are passing these houses that should never pass off, right? They're selling them to people. Some of these people are first-time home buyers, but regardless, they get into the home and like the homes are flooding. If you have not seen some of these TikToks, bro, like the homes are flooding, it's just falling apart. Then they get on the phone like, hey, this is not under warranty, or this is under warranty, but you know, they don't come out and fix it and stuff like that. It's just crazy to me how it's like nobody's getting in trouble for this. Every time I see this shit, I'm like, nope, I would never buy a new construction home. You're talking about $1 million homes, shit like that are just complete trash. You touch the brick, it falls off.
So when you get a new construction house, the builder is going to come and they're going to put all these beautiful finishings. They're going to do these beautiful floors. They're going to do the interior, all these countertops, etc. But what's really interesting is that it's not just one builder doing it. It's a multitude of builders. So typically there's just one main builder of the home, but they hire a bunch of subcontractors to come in and do all the individual work. And unfortunately, I'm not sure who is checking on the quality control of the concrete subcontractor, but we've got all of this cracking in the back patio. And then you come into the garage and we have a world map that was included with this concrete flooring, or maybe it's a game of chutes and ladders. You remember chutes and ladders? And they're not even small cracks. Like, these are pretty big. These are pretty pronounced.
Yeah, that motherfucker gotta be old because I don't chutes and ladders. I've never heard that shit in my life. Either he's old or I'm young. I'm thinking he's old.
I mean, I get shrinkage, but jeez, man. But I got one more to show you. This one's fun. I'm pretty sure you can see it, but there's a huge bow right here in the front door, and that's because of a bump in the concrete. I set this to level using these little cardboard guys right there. Look at the gap. I'm gonna turn my phone sideways. You're gonna have to follow me. Follow me, but look, you can see that gap. That is huge. If I was this particular builder, I would let go of that subcontractor and find a new concrete guy. You know why? Because that's junk.
My house, they forgot
Thanks
to
for
put
stating the obvious,
vapor
asshole.
wrap or barrier wrap in it. My AC was installed wrong. Oversized unit with exposed holes everywhere. My whole house was built with moldy lumber. Every night, I sleep on my couch. These are my couches. I'm sick of it. I can't sleep in any of the rooms because I can't breathe. My throat hurts every day. I have the most insane symptoms every day from the mold exposure. I find.
Why the hell are you not suing or doing any legal action? Are they that well protected? Because I mean, at the end of the day, home builders are damn near like massive corporations at this point. Like, I'm sure there's really only like a few home builders that are really getting most of the work, that are building most of the homes, you know.
Myself getting off the couch to go outside to get fresh air because I can't breathe the air in here anymore. I get to a point where I can't handle it. I would have never thought this would be me. It could be anybody. It's actually really common with a lot of these new builds. They just throw them up so quick. And they do such a crappy job installing the AC. I mean, you're doomed if your AC is oversized for your space because mold will start to grow in your house. Needless to say, through this whole horrible experience, the builders have tried to cover it all up, remediating and covering it up. We found the mold again today, and I'm suing my builders.
Bought a new construction home, and here are some of the issues within the first few months of living here that we've been dealing with. During this discovery, we also found that our deck wasn't properly flashed. And then some other things that we've been dealing with along the way is exterior stucco cracking along the side of our house, as well as rusted vents going into the basement where water intrusion is going from the exterior to the interior of our basement. And then here's some more stucco cracking along the exterior of our home. This is new stucco, so they actually removed old stucco because it had cracked and re-stuccoed it. And then this had happened within 1 to 2 months after the new stucco job. Here's our master bedroom, and we experienced a leak during the rainy season with water intrusion coming from the top and the bottom of the window. We notified the seller, and they said it was the roof cap and they had fixed the problem. We said, we need to remove the drywall to make sure that there's no mold in the drywall and there's no mold in our master bedroom. He told us that mold doesn't grow on wood, but we still insisted that we remove the drywall, and of course there was mold in the bedroom. The leak, in fact, wasn't fixed, and it's been like pulling teeth to understand what the actual issue is. So we are still in the discovery phase of where the water intrusion is coming from 8 months down the line. And then here is another shot of exterior stucco cracking from the window going to our electrical panel. So this is more stucco cracking, and on the other side of this is our garage, and you can actually see where we had water intrusion from that area.
I mean, I don't know what organization like investigates, you know, what I forget the organization that investigates, like, you know, like big ass companies or whatnot for like unlawful practices and whatnot. But anyways, I mean, there should be some type of investigation on these home builders. I mean, based on what I'm seeing here, I mean, this is absolutely pathetic. Like, absolute definition of profit maxing.
Okay, if you live in a new build house, please stay. Or if you know anything about new build houses, please stay. Let me show you. Well, just for a little bit of context, we've lived in this house for 3 years, almost 3 years now. It was a brand new build when we moved in, so we are the first owners of this house. It was a pretty penny, okay? It was a pretty penny. Okay, can someone explain to me why there are cracks happening in our home? Look at all that. Okay, this is at the top of our stairwell. You can see that big long crack right there. Okay, we have screws like protruding out of our walls. They're starting to come out. This was not picked, it's just the drywall is just falling off. Here is another example of a crack, I guess, forming at the top of our stairs. We have windows. This is my daughter's room again. Window like cracks in here. Looks like it's like coming basically undone. Okay, that is just a fraction of everything that's going on around our house. Can somebody please explain this to me? We are pretty much SOL because we're out of our 1-year warranty and they're not going to do anything about it. Like, is this normal for new built homes? Like, am I crazy for being pissed? Am I overreacting for being pissed? Because like I said, this house was not cheap. This was a fairly expensive home that my fiance worked very hard to put us into, and we are now almost on year 3 of living here, and this is what it looks like. So
imagine just trying to change the filter.
At least she acknowledged that her fiance worked really hard to put them there. She didn't like act like it was just all her doing or some shit. So there you go. There's decent women out here still, I guess.
Whole thing moves. Brand new home, and this window is just it's gone. They need to replace it. What do they have against the gutter? Like, what did it ever do to them?
What?
Yeah, I kind of made them mad. Not gonna lie. Free can of spray in the attic.
This is your sign to just never trust a house builder on like anything that they say about a house that you are building. Okay, I am dealing with my second basement flood within 2 weeks with a brand new sump pump in my house. Now, this used to be, our house is 6 years old, and this used to be like a huge problem when we first move in. An exorbitant amount of water comes into our basement, so much so that we have had independent plumbers in the time, you know, in these 6 years be like, how did this house pass tests? Like, I don't understand why they built a house here. Like, it is a river of water coming into our basement constantly, to the point that we basically have to replace our sump pump every year to avoid the basement flooding. But every time we do, there's some sort of problem. We replaced it. It flooded 2 weeks ago. We replaced the pump. Cool. Awesome. Flooded again. I don't know. Something's wrong with the pump. But anyway, my house is built in a swamp, and yeah, there's no way to hold the builder accountable, and yeah, this is just your reminder. Don't trust builders in America. Just don't do it. And new construction homes are garbage. Are garbage. Please don't think that you're buying not a problem, because that's what we thought we were doing. We're just, we won't have problems for 10, 15, 20 years. Yeah, no, we've had problems since day one.
We just built a new home that we purchased about 4 months ago.
Brutal.
And I have questions. If you are a builder or have experience purchasing a new build home recently, I just need you to continue watching and give me some feedback, because we are currently experiencing a lot of cracking, settling of our house, and I need to know how much is normal and what is too much. Okay, we are taking a little trip over to the kitchen because I'm going to show you some examples. First one is the grout between the backsplash and the countertop on either side of our range. You can see right there how much that has separated. This side, I think, is even worse. You can see the original grout line sticking out on the countertop and how much separation that is. Here is another grout one. This is in the master bathroom.
Yeah, people want to be all materialistic and then act like your material possessions are everything. But like honestly, all material possessions are subject to erode, deteriorate, and not even be there at a certain point in time. Yet a lot of people put their whole life and their whole worth into what material possessions that they do have. And then even on top of that, they're buying it from a corrupt corporation that hit them over the head with it and even knew it's not even fucking perfect. For you perfectionists out there that want to live in bougie ass fucking situations. Look, bitch. Bougie this. Look, this is this. You see what I'm saying? In the day, these luxury apartments, luxury homes, and all that stuff. Yeah, they have they're called luxury, but at the end of the day, they're just built cheap, bitch. And you're paying top dollar for something that's built cheap, that's breaking down from day one. Ho. Asshole. Asshole is in the builders.
And another bathroom between the tile and the bathtub. And moving on from grout, we have some ceiling cracks here above our staircase. More ceiling cracks. But yeah, there's more spots, but you get the gist. We just have quite a bit of kind of wall cracking in the peaks and grout separating, and this house is literally 4 months old. So I just need to know from someone.
Yeah, you're cooked, just like everyone else in this life. Yeah, so it sounds like purchasing an older home is the move, I guess. Purchasing an older home with character is built to last a lifetime. Owning a home is not the American dream, it's a nightmare. I started noticing this over a decade ago. Not only do you get a piece of shit house, it comes with an HOA as the icing on the cake. Oh my gosh. The HO gays? Yeah. Do not waive or skip that inspection. It's worth the $400 to $500 to inspect. I bought a house built by a man for his family in 1998. It's solid as a rock. Yeah, man, I don't know why. Well, I guess American greed. America, what have you done? Your greed is destroying you. Builders take top dollar while employing unskilled laborers. You have to watch everything and hire a good inspector. I've built popsicle stick birdhouses that are higher quality than a new home. Older homes have more charm and real nails holding them together. Yeah, man, I mean, I don't know. What's the fucking agency that needs to investigate this shit, man? There needs to be an investigation. As Jesse Pinkman said, they can't keep getting away with this.